I honestly debated even talking to you guys about the alleged leak trailer teaser because the Supergirl one was kind of lame, frankly. But, it had some good stuff, so we'll talk about the Supergirl teaser another video. So, originally the leak was that Supergirl was going to go face to face with the Avengers Doomsday teaser. Bad of teasers, but no, they're just going to put it in theaters. You got to pay for it. But a certain version of the teaser got leaked. I did see it. It looked really bad. Now the problem is the way whoever caught it, you can barely see anything. So to be fair to the MCU, Feige, whoever, it might look really good in its theatrical version, which I'm not going to pay to see because again, there's just two things with the MCU. Right. One is that the actual films are a complete mess and it's all over the place in terms of quality. Some good films, bad films, really terrible films, occasionally great film here and there. So the quality was, it's all over the place. And this brings us to the teasers and the trailers. They lie, right? Now you can justify it saying, well, it's a movie. Sometimes you can, but they have a record of consistently lying in the trailers. Like things in the trailers don't appear in the movie, have nothing to do with the movie. It's like a cut scene, or maybe there's so the teasers and trailers oftentimes are pointless because they don't really represent the film. So that out of the way. What did we get? Okay, so in terms of what actually happened, and I will for it's pretty lame and doesn't mean anything. But basically, we see Captain America, Steve Rogers, playing with a motorcycle, goes into a home, touches a baby, and we got a close up of his face, and his face looks horrifically bad. Like there's just a lot of CGI. I guess they're trying to de-age Chris Evans. Why? He's still relatively young. I don't know. So that is about it. And they have some of the Avengers music. I'm trying to remember because as much as I hate Infinity War and Endgame, spoilers, I don't like them. The music was amazing. Like the scores for the actual films was incredible. Like I actually like the score a lot. I like the score gets a 9 out of 10 for me. It's not like Darth Maul, John Williams, Duel of the Fates, but it's still really good. So they're playing that, but it's like a piano melody. I'm pretty sure it's Endgame theme, but I could be wrong. And I will be honest, like the first time I saw the trailer with the music, I was like, I didn't like it. However, the music was still really touching. So, what are we getting out of this? I guess for those who don't know, it is now beyond doubt and confirmed Steve Rogers will be in the film. Because for a while, Chris Evans was denying he had any MCU involvement. And to be fair, I think that's before the official Doomsday announcement. So, for years, people say, "You're coming back, come back," and Evans like, "I'm not coming back. I'm not doing it." So this seems to indicate, yes, he is returning. Obviously, RDJ returns, and Thor is returning. So they're getting some of the classic OG Avengers people in the film. And apparently, the plan is to do a teaser with Captain America. The next one will be Thor. I think there's then another character, and then they're going to do Doom. Doom will be the final trailer. So this doesn't sound right because the rumors before was that it was going to be a Mr. Fantastic versus Doom. But apparently, the real story is Steve Rogers versus Doom. And some people are already guesstimating ahead of time because he has a kid, right? I guess they're keeping the Peggy thing. So Peggy and him had a child. So this will be the story where he gives up everything, will die to save us all in the multiverse. There you go. Doomsday. Because it's like George Lucas, it's like poetry, it rhymes. Like, Tony sacrifice, minor spoilers, Endgame, sacrificed himself. So now this time, Captain America will sacrifice. And there you go. There we are. There you go, Anakin. I mean, my mind is boggling. Like, what was the point of this trailer? Like, that's it? It's like, hey, Chris Evans is in the film. I know that. I don't, I am just like, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm holding out hope this actually might be a good film. But I don't get it. maybe the third trailer will show the X-Men, right? And that will be really fantastic, no pun intended. But really, we've got nothing so far at all. And that CGI on Chris Evans is really alarming me because if we're just gonna have them all be de-aged, like that's it. That's the big deal. That's you need to pay for this in theaters. You're going to see Thor de-aged, Captain America de-aged, RDJ will be de-aged. Okay, so they're all gonna look really young. There you go. That's Doomsday. That's the that's it. That's the magical card. Oh my god. Is there any hope for this thing? Well, okay. So the Thunderbolts are the new Avengers. Another spoiler. But I mean, really, what do they have? Well, okay. The best I can come up with today to sell Doomsday to you, I'd say, well, the X-Men behind the scenes look really good. Right? Them in the costume look really, really good. And having this version of the team is interesting. And although the Marvels had mostly junk, that final scene, more spoilers, with Beast, Kelsey Grammer, was amazing. So I think if the X-Men parts are done well enough, because I'm one of the people that actually like what they did with Xavier and Multiverse of Madness. I don't know why people are like, "Oh, he died." Another spoiler. He died. They killed. Yeah, he's a character. I don't get. But anyway, so that was very promising. And I think the way Raimi did it was tactful, using the X-Men music, using the cameos. However, that was strange. Multiverse of Madness, right? And a lot of people hate that film. I don't know why. So I think there the cameos did what they were supposed to do, but it was a strange movie, no pun intended. This is meant to be Doom's movie. This is technically really the first time we're having to have Doom. Like, I don't like what they did with Thanos. I don't like what they did with Thanos at all. But they gave you a little taste of Thanos. Granted, they retconned everything when you see Infinity War and Endgame because there's no visual consistency. Whatever. Anyway, the point is, we had a little bit of something. This is really going to be our introduction. Doomsday is going to be Doom. So I'm like, shouldn't we be doing something? And it's Chris Evans playing with a motorcycle and playing with a baby. It's like I just don't think the Russos are taking this seriously. I really don't. That said, I will try to do some positive videos to try to look at the upside here. Because, I mean, again, they probably will do some good things, good action scenes, some good music. But yeah, I mean, that to me is like the only thing behind the scenes, like, okay, that's really exciting. Like, what do I actually find exciting is the X-Men part of this. Seeing the Fox X-Men having one last great adventure together, having the classical Xavier, Ian McKellen, right, Patrick, Jean-Luc Picard, and giving, frankly, Cyclops some time to shine, right? Because really, Cyclops, they didn't really do anything with him in that Fox trilogy. So give Cyclops something good. Bring back Nightcrawler. Great. That's great. That's all golden. And they look good. That's about it. Everything else just seems so lame and stupid. Although I am intrigued if they do it right, what they could do with Captain America. That would be intriguing. Him leading this very weird team, like this version of Thunderbolts and, the X-Men. It could work. But that's really it. And they don't show him in action or even, what are you doing? What are you playing? Do you have the gauntlet still? Where's the gauntlet? I mean, it's a lot of questions. So as a teaser, did it work? No. But the music was really good. So there you go. That's the first teaser. Hopefully they'll do something or change it or do more because I'm like, he has a motorcycle, he has a baby. That's about it. Hand over $30 to see Chris Evans play with a motorcycle. There you go.